Apple Magic Mouse or Logitech Master 3S wireless mouse? Which one is the best between the two, and which one should you go for? I think I might have an answer for you in this video. I'm going to show you how these two compare, show you what are the advantages and disadvantages of each. I'll also share with you my experiences of using each one of them, and hopefully by the end of this video you should be able to make the right decision. So let's get to it. How's it going, everyone? My name is Musa Nziane and I am a South African tech YouTuber, and my goal with this channel is to help you make the best buying decisions and also get the best out of your tech. I do so by making videos on unboxings, reviews, tips, and buyer's guides. So if this is something that you're interested in, consider subscribing to this channel. So obviously, the best place to start comparing these two is the looks and the design. These two are different in terms of shape, design, and everything. The only thing that I'd say they have in common is that they are both premium. However, they are very much different. On the one hand, we have the Apple Magic Mouse, which is more minimal and it has a glass finish or a glass top, while on the other hand we have the Logitech Master 3S, which has a silicone or a rubbery finish. It also has quite a few buttons. So the Logitech is a bit busy while the Apple Magic Mouse is more minimal. In terms of which one is more premium, I'd say perhaps the glass finish is more premium, but I also like the silicone. So again, I think it will be a matter of choice and what do you prefer the most. However, when it comes to these designs, I'd say the Apple Magic Mouse is more a perfect fit for Mac setups. I think it just fits better, which makes sense. It's built by Apple for Apple products, so I think it fits better with Apple setups. Meanwhile, the Logitech Master 3S does look good with Apple setups as well, but it's one of those that would look good with pretty much any setup where you put it. It won't look out of place, perhaps not a gaming setup. And another key difference in terms of the design is that the Apple Magic Mouse sits lower, so it is less ergonomic, I'd say, while the Master 3S sits higher and it is more ergonomic. So I've used both, and I'd say if I had to choose right away, I'd go with the Logitech when it comes to the comfort and being ergonomic. And in terms of connectivity and uses, so the Apple Magic Mouse is designed for Apple products and it plays well with the Apple ecosystem, so it can connect with most of your Apple products and it works well there. Meanwhile, the Logitech fits in with pretty much any setup. But obviously, the Apple Magic Mouse is gonna give you more gesture options and stuff like that, because the top glass of the Apple Magic Mouse is a touchpad, so you can do different gestures and stuff like that. So I think it can give you more from your Mac natively. Meanwhile, the Logitech, you have to sort of customize it. So it can also try and give you as much as what the Apple Mouse would give you, but you have to sort of customize it, and the way you do it is just different. So this one, the Apple Magic Mouse, is almost like a trackpad type of thing. So I'd say here the difference is, if you are the people that are pro Apple and everything that they use, like their machine and all of that, they only work on Apple products, I think they would be leaning more towards the Apple Magic Mouse, and everyone else should lean towards the Logitech Master 3S. So the Master 3S is easily to connect and to switch between different devices. It has 3 channels, so you can use it for pretty much any setup that you have. So again, the one advantage of the Apple Magic Mouse is that it's easy to carry, to just throw in a bag, while with the Logitech Master, I think with that one, you definitely need a case. So I use a case for mine so that it stays protected. But with the Apple Magic Mouse, because of the shape, I don't think you need much of a case there. In fact, I've never seen a case for the Apple Magic Mouse. And in terms of battery life, I think they're both good. So you get, I don't know, between 1 to 3 months, something like that, depending on how much you use the mouse. However, the Apple Magic Mouse has a funny way of charging. You have to flip it and plug it in, and while it's charging, you cannot use it. That's one thing that everyone has been complaining about since the release of this mouse, and it's been over a decade and nothing has changed there. However, other people are okay with this because they say, look, I charge this thing once every 3 months, so meaning that I charge it max 5 times a year, so I don't really have an issue with that. So really, you need to decide if that is a deal breaker for you. For me, I'd say it's okay, However, with the Logitech, because when you charge it, you plug it in front with the USB-C cable and you can still be able to use it. I find that that was a bit more convenient and it stays charged for most of the time, because anytime I have a USB-C cable lying around, I just plug it if I remember to charge it. So I've never had a time where it was like completely off, but with the Apple Magic Mouse, I've had a few times where it was like completely dead and I had to like charge it and wait for it. So it's one of those things, you decide whether that is a deal breaker or not. And also on the used market, I've seen a lot of the Apple Magic Mouse, so I think most of them, they will be using a lightning port. So that's something that you need to be aware of, because if you're using a lightning port, that means that you need to have an extra cable, because some of your stuff will be using a USB-C. However, there are some revised versions which are new, so if you're buying new, you might want to consider getting the one with the USB-C. The one thing that I like the most about the Master 3S is that it has a lot of customization options. It also comes with a Logitech app that you can use to basically just create your different shortcuts, AI prompts, and also smart actions. So basically you can automate some of your tasks, and you can also assign different actions to different buttons. So really you can play around with this thing and really customize it. Meanwhile, with the Apple Magic Mouse, like I said, you can customize it. However, the customizations are natively Mac. So you customize it based on the native Mac options, while you get limited customizations with other apps, unlike with the MX Master 3S. So on to the big question, which one should you buy between these two? Like I said, just consider all of the disadvantages of each one. Again, you need to decide if you are pro Apple, and because design wise and looks wise, they are totally different. Looks are subjective. So you may prefer the Logitech or you may prefer the Apple Magic Mouse. You decide which one looks better with your setup. However, I'd say with the Apple Magic Mouse, you need to definitely try it out first. I think with the Logitech, anyone can just buy it. I think pretty much 90% of people will find it comfortable. Maybe looks wise, they might have complaints there and there, but I think you'll find it more comfortable compared to the Apple Magic Mouse, which I think there are specific people who find that one comfortable. Someone I think shared on my review of the Apple Magic Mouse, so I had a separate review for that. They said it is called the claw grip, so meaning that there is a specific way in which you should grip the Apple Magic Mouse. So those kind of things. But for me, it was not really the most comfortable if I was going longer hours, right? If I was just gonna sit down, do some work for the next 2 to 4 hours, I was okay. But if I'm gonna go more than that, then I would easily get tired with the Apple Magic Mouse. But looks wise, I prefer the Apple Magic Mouse. So to summarize, I think most people will definitely love the Master 3S wireless mouse, because I think it is the most comfortable, it is the most ergonomic, and the one that you can customize more. Also the best value for money, I'd say, because it plays around with most of your setups. But pricing wise, the MX Master 3S is a bit more expensive, but again, you get more value because you use it with multiple devices. But for the group of people that really want everything to be uniform, everything to look good, you know, people who are Apple Pro, they would just want to use everything all Apple, those types of things, then if you're part of that group, then you should definitely buy the Apple Magic Mouse. So what I'm trying to say is that the Apple Magic Mouse is more niche, minimal, and a bit more premium, I'd say. Meanwhile, the Logitech MX Master 3S is more customizable and more best value. So that is it. I hope that helps you. Let me know which one you are going to buy on the comments below, or which one you use and why are you using that specific one. If you want to watch my reviews on each one of these mouses separately, look on the description. I'm going to include links to those videos. I released those a while back. If you enjoyed the video, hit the like button and consider subscribing to this channel for more content like this. I'll catch you on the next one.